are my name. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy.
Now give us all sing praises, all who live in this place, and with true love and brotherhood each other now embrace this holy tide of Christmas, all others doth deface.
Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy.
Jacob Marley, I am a cold, mean-spirited man. No kind thoughts have ever filled his head. I took pleasure filling folks with dread. To emphasize the scope of what I said, I remind you that I'm dead. I'm Jacob Marley, I'm expired. I sing in the invisible choir. The breath of life no longer fills my chest until I get my long-awaited rest. I'm placed here as an uninvited guest on a likely impossible quest. At peaceful rest I'd like to be, but there's a price that's charged to me. My evil deeds in life I must negate, or walk forever bound in chains and weight. And Ebenezer Scrooge controls my fate. No longer can I wait.
In life is here to come and go, to make the lovers make it slow. Now it's Scrooge that must be made to see that he must change to save himself
And me.
So let's begin the task to set them free from eternal misery.
Oh well, I think you would finally get the point. I am indeed dead. Why else would I be gone like this? You certainly didn't think this was the latest London fashion. So here I am, traipsing around London, decked out in chains. Now you would think that a man who worked all his life as hard as I did could find a rest in peace. Isn't that the way it's supposed to be? One passes on from this earthly life to a kindlier, more gentler existence. But alas, that's not what Mr. Dickens had in mind when he wrote this story. As a matter of fact, if I had passed on someplace else, there'd be no story at all. It's sort of a cause and effect thing, you might say. Let's see, where was I? I've been quite forgetful since I passed on. Oh yes, I was explaining why I can't pass on to a peaceful place. I must first save the soul of one Ebenezer Scrooge, for he does indeed need saving. Saving from himself and the life he leads. He's a tight-fisted man, cold outside and inside, not caring for his fellow man. And did they care for him? Not a bit. Watch carefully. Do you see anyone smile at him? Do you see anyone wish him a good day? Even animals give him a wide berth. And does he care? No, not one bit. As a matter of fact, I believe he prefers it that way. Going through life wanting all others to stay away. And to think, I too was like him. We were birds of a feather, you might say. Vultures. And now it is my task to lead him to a kinder, more gentle way. Behold, Ebenezer Scrooge.
Get out of my way, you fool! Can't you see that I'm in a hurry?
Excuse me, sir. I am very sorry, but no, sir. I cannot see you. I cannot see anything at all. I am blind.
All the more reason for you to be off the streets instead of underfoot. Away with you. You there, Fenty.
Yes, Mr. Scrooge?
I believe you owe me some money.
Yes, sir, I do. And I should like to pay you right now, but it's Christmas, sir. I must think of my wife and family. Surely being such a good man, and
Nonsense. Christmas? What is that to me? A debt is a debt and must be repaid. Do you suppose I don't have my own expenses to meet?
Yes, sir, I'm sure you do.
Then I shall have the money that you owe me.
But if you please, I should like to ask for 1 week, and then I promise to pay you.
You may have 3 days, including tomorrow, and it'll cost you extra.
Okay, thank you, sir. You're very kind. You're much too kind.
And you are indeed fortunate that I'm such a generous man.
Good day, Mrs. Scrooge. Merry Christmas!
Come back. Well, perhaps an eternity in chains isn't so bad after all. I think you see what I mean here. I will need all of my wits, of which I have few, if I am to succeed. Oh well, on with the task, for the hours go fast.
In life they share a common goal, to make all others pay their toll. Now it's Scrooge that must be made to see that he must change to save himself
And me.
So let's begin the task to set them free from eternal misery.
Cratchit,
Yes, sir, Mr. Scrooge.
I trust you've been working hard. Even though it is Christmas Eve, we still have a great deal to do.
Yes, sir. I should be done by this evening, sir.
Not should be done, man, will. You will be done, or by my word, you will not leave, Christmas Eve or not.
Yes, of course, Mr. Scrooge. I am sorry. I only meant it as an expression. Now, if you will excuse me, I shall get back to my work. Might I put another lump of coal on the fire, Mr. Scrooge?
Another lump of coal at my expense? One piece will do quite well, and I caution you not to be so generous with my money.
Yes, of course. As you wish. I shall get back to my work.
Indeed you shall. More coal. Such spent-hearty nonsense.
A Merry Christmas, Uncle Scrooge.
Christmas? Humbug.
Christmas a humbug. You cannot mean that,
I
Uncle.
can and I do. Besides, what right do you have to be so merry or poor enough?
In what right do you have to be so miserable? You're rich enough. Humbug. Oh, don't be so cross, Uncle.
And why not? When I live in a world full of fools? Christmas, you say? Why, it's nothing but a time for people to spend money they haven't got. And what has anyone to show for it? When it's over, you're nothing but a year older and not a penny richer. If I had my way, every fool who goes around wishing a Merry Christmas should be boiled in Christmas pudding.
You can't mean that, Uncle. It is a sacred time. It is a time for giving. It is a time when people open their hearts to one another. It is a time for charity all over the world.
And if I hear another sound from you, you'll celebrate Christmas by seeking new employment.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Oh, don't be so angry, Uncle. I've come to invite you to Christmas dinner with my wife and me.
I'd rather spend time with the devil himself than to spend it with you. As if you weren't poor enough already, you had to marry. Why were you such a fool?
I'm married because I fell in love, of course.
Because you fell in love. An even more ridiculous idea than celebrating Christmas in good afternoon.
But you have never even met my wife. Surely you have no reason not to wish to meet her.
I said goodbye.
I'm truly sorry that you feel that way, Uncle. My wife and I have no quarrel with you, and you are still my dear mother's brother. I have come here with the spirit of Christmas in my heart, and I shall keep it that way. So a Merry Christmas to you, and a Merry Christmas to you too, boy.
Thank you, sir. And to you.
Goodbye.
And a Happy New Year!
Goodbye!
Good evening, sir. Have we the pleasure of addressing Mr. Scrooge or Mr. Marley?
Mr. Marley has been dead these 7 years. Died this very night, I believe.
We are very sorry to hear that, sir.
sorry? You didn't know it, did you?
Well, no, we
Then
didn't.
why should you be sorry? Just go about your business and leave me in peace.
But sir, this is our business. We're in need of money.
You wish you know, my rates are double for so late in the day.
No, sir, not exactly. You see, since it is Christmas, we're here to collect for charity, and we're sure you wish to be as generous as your partner.
At this festive time, we try to provide some comfort for the thousands that have little or nothing. The poor, the less fortunate.
Poor, the less fortunate. Does not the government pass laws? Are there no prisons, no workhouses?
Well, yes,
Then
but...
good. Then my money is still at work. Then let them go there and be done with it.
But sir, those are terrible places. Some would rather die than go there.
It is no concern of mine.
But do you not wish to offer some comfort for some of these unfortunates? Now, how much can we put you down for?
Nothing.
Oh, you wish to remain anonymous.
I wish to remain alone. Let the government take care of them, not I. Christmas, you say? Bah! Humbug!
But Mr. Scrooge, the government does not have enough money. Without our help, some people may die.
Then let the wretched creatures die and reduce the surplus population. Now, good day!
Very well, Mr. Scrooge. Good day, sir.
Good day.
Merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us all from Satan's power when we have gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. In Bethlehem in Judah, blessed angel came, and unto certain shepherds
You there!
tidings of
Be off with you! Off with you, I say!
Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy.
Please, sir, a few coins for Christmas, just one or two, Governor.
Empty my pockets, will you? Be gone and don't return, or I shall have you all arrested! Out! Lady Liberia, privacy, is there no peace anywhere?
I believe I finished my work for today, Mr. Scrooge, so if it's all right with you, I shall be leaving now.
Very well, I assure you I'm done.
Yes, sir, I am.
I suppose you'll be wanting tomorrow off?
If quite convenient for you, sir.
It's not convenient. And it's highly unfair that I should pay you a day's wages to remain at home.
But it is Christmas, sir, and it's only once a year.
Yes, only once a year. That's once too many. Why, it's nothing but a poor excuse for picking a man's pocket. Well, be off with you, but mind, be here all the earlier the next day.
Yes, I will, sir. Thank you, sir. And a Merry Christmas.
Oh, Christmas. Humbug! Kindness, charity, sharing Christmas cheer. What other painful phrases must these ears be forced to hear? Carolers who sing off-key nephews' invitations, and worst of all, the bleeding of those foul solicitations. Employees wanting time off, a blasted holiday. The gall and nerve they have insisting I give up their pay. I simply can't abide it. This world is quite bereft of common sense. I am in the minority that's left. So take your holly berries, the evergreens and mirth, and bury them most deeply in the bowels of the earth. Money is the treasure, the life-enhancing drug. Christmas time and happiness and love, I say. Humbug. Joy has no earnings, no profits come from glee, and love is the most baffling of mysteries to me. It paralyzes logic, it muddles up the brain, and in the end provides the most excruciating pain.
Fred claims to find his comfort in the arms of his dear wife. He'll find out soon enough familiarity brings strife. My counting house is soothing, gold coin and 10-pound note. Speak to me of tax reductions, then you'll have my vote. So take your holly berries, the evergreens and mirth, and bury them most deeply in the bowels of the earth. Money is the treasure, the life-enhancing drug. To Christmas time and happiness and love I say, humbug!
Well, I do believe I have my work cut out for me. But there must be an easier way to make a living. Make a living? What am I saying? I can't very well make a living when one is not living. Oh well. Scrooge made his way home through the darkened streets. The lonely darkened streets. The echoing, lonely, darkened streets.
Who goes there?
Scrooge lives by himself in the loneliest place, with nary a friend or the kindliest face. As he walks through the fog and the mist all around, he stops with a jerk at a bone-chilling sound.
Who is there? Come out, I say! Must be my tired imagination. Of course there's no one there.
Insert the key, Scrooge, and look up at the door. I know that you think that you've seen me before. As your blood runs like ice and your heart skips a beat, I'm sure that you see me clear now that we meet.
Jacob Marley! But Jacob is dead! But it was his face. The face of a bad lobster. I know. It's those solicitors that came to me today. They put Jacob in my mind. Oh, I was correct. It was only a vision.
Insert the key, Scrooge, and look up at the door. I'm sure that you think that you've seen me before. I'm not an illusion. I'm not in your mind. I'm here for a reason that you will soon find. I'm Jacob Marley. I'm still dead. I must not lose my head, plunging forward to the task at hand, to change the mind of a most unbending man. I need now to come up with a plan. Here's hoping that I can. Hard to remember, but these were once my very chambers. A gloomy suite of rooms, a dreary place with no one living here but Scrooge now. Even the yard is so dark that one must grope with their hands to find their way around. And I see he hasn't spared his funds on light. Somehow the darkness becomes his very soul. And now you see how difficult my task will be. But all is not lost. I'm not going to attempt this on my own. But you probably already knew that, because you must have seen this story before.
quiet. I must have peace and quiet. Who's doing that? Stop what I say! Oh. It's all humbug. I must be imagining all this.
Ebenezer Scrooge.
Oh. Who are you? How did you get in here? What do you want?
Ask who I was, not who I am.
Who were you then?
In life, I was your partner, Jacob Marley.
Jacob? Jacob? Is it really you? But it can't be. My eyes deceive me. You're dead.
You do not believe in me?
No, I do not. You may be just a figment of my imagination.
What evidence beyond your own senses would you have of my reality?
I don't know.
Why do you doubt your senses?
Because I do not believe that you are here. You're an illusion. Probably brought on by something I ate. You may be a bit of undigested beef, or an undercooked potato, or a lump of cheese, or a toothpick that I swallowed. Humbug! Humbug!
Ebenezer Scrooge!
Jacob, have mercy on me. It is you. But why have you come?
To stop you from becoming what I am. I am here to tell you of the spirit of mankind, Ebenezer. The spirit that is in every man while he walks the earth alive. If this spirit does not shine in a man while he lives, then he is doomed through eternity.
But tell me, Jacob, why are you wearing chains?
I wear the chains I forged in life, link by link, just as you are doing. But your chains, Ebenezer, your chains will be longer than mine, for they have grown over the past 7 years, and you will wear them throughout eternity if things remain as they are.
But you were always such a good businessman.
Mankind was my business. Charity, mercy, kindness, generosity should have been my business, just as it should be yours. All those years I refused to see that I should have made the welfare of my fellow man my business. And for that, I will pay for through eternity. And so shall you, Ebenezer, if you do not change.
Oh, please, Jacob, tell me what I must do.
Listen well, for my time to explain is almost done. Although you have not seen me, I have been with you for many days, and I have seen the darkness in your soul. I am here to warn you, Ebenezer, so that you may escape my fate.
Oh, thank you, Jacob. Thank you, thank you. You were always a good friend to me. Can I go sit?
I can. Tonight, you will be visited by 3 spirits.
If it's all the same to you, I think I'd rather not.
Without their visits, you cannot escape my fate. The first shall arrive at 1 o'clock. The second will appear on the next hour, and then the third.
Couldn't they all come at once and be done with it?
Heed my words! You may not see me again, but remember well the chains that I carry. Farewell, Ebenezer! Farewell!
Why, there's no one here. No one here at all. It was all in my mind. Nothing but a dream. Bah! Perhaps I should watch for a little while, just in case. Oh, my. Oh, I must have dozed off. Oh, I had the most disagreeable dream. That's what it was, nothing but a dream. Are you the spirit I was told to expect?
I am.
Who are you?
I am the ghost of Christmas past.
Long past?
No, your past, Ebenezer.
Tell me, Spirit, why have you come?
I have come for your welfare.
Well, I mean no disrespect, Spirit, but I do believe a good night's rest is best for my welfare.
Do not trifle with me, for the night passes all too quickly. Now, follow me.
We are going through the window? I cannot. I am mortal. I will fall. Besides, I'm hardly dressed for such a journey.
Touch my hand.
Merry Christmas. Time to leave. I'll go home before you do. Holiday. Hurry for the holiday.
The lessons are finished, the pens are put away. No more examinations, we're done with them today. So sweep up the classroom and have what we may. For now we're going home, because it's Christmas time at last. The things we do, our families have done in ages past. Time together in our homes, and share the love and know we'll never be alone. Put things together and tidy up the room. Your mother or father or grand will be here soon to hug us and kiss us and promise us the moon. For now we're going home, because it's Christmas time at last. The things we do, our families have done in ages past. Come together in our home, and share the love and know we'll never be alone. La 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 Christmas means that we will never be
Do you know where you are, Ebenezer?
Good heavens. I grew up here. It's my old school. I could walk the halls blindfolded. Strange I've forgotten it for so many years. And there are two of my chums, Harry and Dickie.
Merry Christmas, Dickie. Are you packed?
That I am. When are you leaving?
As soon as someone comes to fetch me, I suppose. And you.
I'm waiting for my friend Fred to leave, and then I shall ride to the city with him. Then my dad's meeting me there, and then I can finally get away from this place. It'll be so good to be home at last.
They were always the best of chums. Harry, Dickie, over here! Why don't they answer?
They cannot hear you, Ebenezer. They're not here now. They're only shadows of things that have passed.
But they look so real. I could almost reach out and touch them.
Yes, they were real to you once, weren't they? Why, Ebenezer, you're trembling. And is that a tear on your cheek?
It's nothing. Merely cold. Tell me, Spirit, where are they all going?
It is Christmas, and they will all be going home for the holiday. All except for one boy. One boy left all by himself.
Good afternoon, Master Scrooge. I see you are still here. May I ask why? My time is valuable. Has no one come to fetch you?
No, miss. Well, I don't believe so, miss. That is, I usually spend all my holidays here at school. I don't go home.
You're not going home? Oh, I see. Well, no matter. I shall share something with you, Master Scrooge. Christmas is nothing but an utter humbug. Well, there's a great fuss over nothing. You keep that in mind, young man, and you'll be all the wiser for it, and perhaps a bit richer.
Yes, miss, I shall try to remember that advice.
Yeah, see that you do. Now, I must be on my way. You're just humbug.
A humbug.
No one did come to fetch you, Ebenezer. You spent many a Christmas alone while your father languished in debtor's prison. You must have been an only child.
I had my work. I could catch up on my studies. All the same, I wish... it's too late.
It is too late for what?
There were some young children singing outside my window last night. I should have given them something, but...
Ebenezer! My dear brother!
Fanny, what brings you here?
My dear brother, I have come to bring you home.
It's my sister Fan!
Home, yes, home, for good. Father's home, and he is ever so much kinder than before. It is quite like heaven now. I asked if I could fetch you, and he said yes. He's even sent me in a coach to bring you back. You never have to come back here again. Oh, Ebenezer, we are all going to be together for Christmas at last. It will be the merriest time ever.
Is it too much to wish for a happy home? Is it too much to hope not to be all alone? Dare I think of a time when in our family I had you, and I was glad to be me.
My dear, please allow for this new time to start. Just to see you today brings new life to my heart. Come along, take my hand, and believe in this fate in my soul. I know it can't be too late. Could it be for us, you and me? Could it be?
I will follow and trust. All is well, as you say. I am grateful for all you have brought me today.
Future times I can see, free of pain, full of joy, gentle days for a girl and a boy. Could it be for us, you and me? Could it be? Could it be for us, you and me? Could it be?
She was such a delicate creature, your sister, but she had a wonderful heart.
That she did. And I loved her dearly. Even though she was the younger, she was my guiding star.
After our mother died, she was everything to me.
She died young herself, but she left children behind.
Only one child, a boy, Fred.
Your nephew, Fred.
Yes, yes. My nephew.
I wonder, Ebenezer, if you ever noticed that your sister Fanny's smile is very similar to your nephew Fred's smile. Do you recognize this place?
Recognize it? Why, of course! It's old Fezziwig's place. I was apprenticed here. And there's old Fezziwig himself.
Oh, my boys, the hour's getting later than I thought. No more work tonight. It's Christmas Eve. Ebenezer, Dick, make way for the celebration.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
This is Fezziwig. This is Fezziwig. Our guest will be arriving soon.
Everyone is ready for the celebration! Welcome to the warehouse. We're happy that you're here. We'll pawn away the ledgers and the party will appear.
We wait all year for this one night so we can thank you all for service rendered through the year. Come in, we'll have a ball.
Raise your glasses, each you will give it to altercation of every time you'll ever have. And the Fezziwig's annual holiday celebration. We brought some wine, the best of course is merchant guaranteed. This bottle was the very last we had to guarantee.
A basket of the finest bread that's baked in our good town. The center's for Metaxer and the crust is golden brown. I have to taste it like it will and feeling rich and sweet. And after eating dinner, give a perfect Christmas tree. Raise your glass and each your fill it into altercation. A better time you'll ever have. And the Fezziwig's annual holiday celebration. The finest meat pies in the land of make my mind with others. For Fezziwig's especially a party like no other. And Fezziwig's to entertain as well as variable. I brought some decorations to prepare on the table.
With the need for formality and have a laugh or two. The work is done, it's time to play until the party's through.
Raise your glass and each your fill it into altercation. A better time you'll ever have. And the Fezziwig's annual holiday celebration. And the Fezziwig's annual holiday celebration.
Ebenezer, good evening. Have you seen our Isabel? I expect she is here somewhere.
Good evening, Mrs. Fezziwig. And no, I have not seen her yet, but I am looking for her.
I expect she will be here soon. I cannot imagine what is keeping her.
You know, Ebenezer, my wife and I, we are delighted that you and our daughter are to be married. Oh, you're a fine young man indeed. Isn't that so, my dear?
Yes, of course. I am certain you two will be very happy together.
Yes, I am sure that we will.
Tell me, Ebenezer, have you set a date for the wedding yet?
Oh, why, no, we have not. I've been waiting until my finances are more secure.
Well, finances are nonsense. We only had each other when we first started, and we have always been as happy as the richest couple in
Yes, I am. And to you, my young friend, I suggest you set a date soon. A young lady may go to the altar poor, but she will not wish to go to the altar with gray hair.
Advice, Mrs. Fezziwig, I thank you.
Hey, now, my fine guest, if we just gather around, come.
Oh dear, my husband is about to offer the holiday toast again. If you recall last year, he nearly put our company to sleep, he went on so. I dare hope it does not happen again. I shall try to encourage him to be brief, or the holidays will be over before he finishes. Excuse me, Ebenezer.
As you wish.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that my wife and I, we welcome you and we wish you a Merry Christmas. And we thank you for celebrating this most joyous time with us.
Is that all you have to say?
Oh, yes, my dear. Should I say more?
so. It didn't cost so much for this celebration. Only a few pounds.
It wasn't the money that he spent. He had the power to make people happy, simply by being with him. The happiness that he spread was worth a...
Interesting that you knew that at one time.
Belle, I have been looking for you. Even your parents asked about you. You're very late, my dear. Where have you been?
Ebenezer?
Belle, what is it? Why do you look so troubled? Is it something I have said? Come on, my dear, and join the others.
I cannot, Ebenezer. I cannot stay.
Belle, what is it? What are you saying? Are you unwell?
I suppose I am unwell. At least in my heart. I cannot go through with this any longer.
But it's only a Christmas party.
Oh, Ebenezer. It's not the Christmas party. It is our marriage that I am talking of. I cannot go through with our marriage.
Belle, what are you trying to say? If you are so distressed we haven't set a date, then we shall do so immediately. I shall seek out your parents this instant. Your mother warned me.
No, that is not what I meant. I cannot set a date because I can never marry you at all. I know that you love another more than you love me.
What? I love another? What rubbish! Good heavens, Belle! There is nobody else in my life, nor has there ever been.
I did not say that. I may be the only person in your heart, but there is another in your life.
Belle, this is nonsense. You know very well there has never been another woman.
It is not a woman, Ebenezer. It is gold. For gold has replaced me in your life. It has become your one true love.
Gold? But that's not true. I only want us to be safe. Poverty's the cruelest trick in the world.
Once you had noble goals in your life. We pledged our love when you thought we were poor. I agreed to wait until you were more secure enough for a fine house together and many children, but you are different then. You have changed too much, Ebenezer.
Every time I look at you, I still remember you loved me true, and I love you.
But things have changed. Every time I look at you, I still remember our tender dream
Of you and me,
that will not be.
what do you mean?
How things have changed.
Nothing has
You
changed.
have changed. Your touch is cold. Your eyes have lost their loving warmth.
Please take my hand and say you feel the love that once was very real.
How things have changed. Every time I look at you, I still remember you loved me true,
I still do.
and I loved you.
You always knew.
But things have changed. Every time I think of you, I will remember that we were through, and we both knew
That we were
Please, Belle, I may have changed somewhat, but my feelings for you have not. Please don't let this happen. Say you will forgive me.
No, Ebenezer. You will not be happy marrying me. It will not make you rich. I loved you deeply, and I still may for some time, but I release you from your promise.
No, no.
It may cause us both pain for a while, but you will see that it is for the better. Someday, this will all be but a dream to you.
Belle, don't go!
Goodbye, dear Ebenezer. I wish you well.
She did marry, you know, and she had many happy children. Those could have been your children, Ebenezer.
Don't let her go, you fool! She was the best thing you ever had! I ever had. Go after her, man! Belle. Belle, wait! Every time I think of her, I still remember I loved her so. What made her go? What things have changed? Does she ever think of me? Does she remember how much we cared, the love we shared? But things have changed. My heart grew cold and I moved on, not caring then that she had gone. The road I took was mine to choose, but now I see it's cruel rules. When I stop and think of her, I can't remember I loved her so. What made her go? How things have changed.
Spirit, why do you torture me so? Take me away from here! Take me away, I say! Jacob! Jacob, help me! Jacob! Jacob, where are you?
Another link in the chain, Scrooge. Another link in the chain. It will wrap around just to pull you down. That's just one more link in the chain. Another spot on your soul, Scrooge. Another spot on your soul. It's as black as night and as cold as ice. That's just one more spot on your soul.
Oh, Jacob! Jacob! Jacob, take me away from here! You must! Please, take me back home. It has been most unpleasant.
Most unpleasant. I've been walking around dead for 7 years, wrapped up in these compounded chains, and that's all you can say is, most unpleasant. Is that all you have to say of yourself? Most unpleasant? Ghostly visits are seldom pleasant. But what have you learned?
What have I learned? Well, what could I really learn? After all, as the Spirit said, it is the past that cannot be changed.
But what of today, Ebenezer? Can you not alter today?
whatever do you mean, Jacob? I do not see.
No, you do not. But you shall see, Ebenezer. You shall see.
Ebenezer Scrooge! At last we meet! Come in, you know me better! You've never seen the likes of me, I'll wager.
No, I have not.
I take it you are one of the spirits?
And what else would I be, man? A thief, a beggar. If I were, would you throw me in prison or a workhouse, perhaps?
I beg your pardon?
Ah, yes, as if you ever learned how to beg. But never mind. Won't you join me in a small holiday drink?
A small holiday drink of what, may I ask?
Why, champagne, of course, my good man. Nothing but the best for my friends today. To Christmas. Drink from the champagne of life, and you'll not be thirsty. Fill a tall glass and enjoy. It's soothing and cost-free. Just add to your life's recipe a dash of the spirit of me. Eat from the banquet of love, and you'll not feel hunger. Share all your feasts with a friend, and be filled with wonder. Underneath fashion and fame, remember, we all are the same. Now is the time I am from, for I am the Spirit. Thousands before me have come with His message, so hear it. It doesn't take much to be wise. It's all here in front of your eyes. Take life too seriously. Now that could be tragic. Try a bit harder to find the true Christmas magic. Just drink the champagne and you'll see it's easy to be more like me. Drink the champagne of life. I shall get you intoxicated on life itself. We shall sample the joys of Christmas. That is an experience I am sure you have avoided.
Spirit! Teach me what you must.
Well then, onward to Christmas.
Wait for Christmas, make way for Christmas. There is no room for doubt or gloom or sorrow. Make way for Christmas, make way for Christmas, and we will see what we can be tomorrow. Shake hands with
partaking of charity, my good man. For on this wonderful day, all the bakers in town offer their ovens to the poor, so that they might have a warm meal on Christmas. And it is free! A concept I am sure you've never heard of.
For no fee? Interesting.
You there! Why don't you walk where you're going? You almost made me spoil our Christmas dinner! How dare you!
I beg your pardon? What do you mean by that? It was your carelessness that almost caused an accident. You were hardly looking where you were going.
I know it, just a moment. It was you, not I.
How dare you accuse me? It was you.
How did you?
Of all the fools in the world.
What on earth?
I say that. Merry Christmas to you.
Yes, and the best to you too, my friend.
Good heavens, Spirit, what were you doing?
Oh, it is quite harmless, I assure you, but most helpful. It is not but the sprinkle of the Christmas spirit, my very own flavor.
And do you give it to everyone?
Oh, yes, indeed, but mostly to the poor, for they are the ones who need it the most.
Do you suppose I might have a tiny sample of your Christmas spirit?
Oh, my dear Mr. Scrooge! I've been trying to feed it to you for years, but it doesn't seem to have made any difference now, has it?
No, I suppose it has not.
Besides, I already filled your glass with it. Take life too seriously. Now that could be tragic. Try a big heart to find the true Christmas magic. Just drink the champagne and you'll see. It's easy to think more like me. Drink the champagne of mine.
And then do you know what he said?
What, dear?
He said that Christmas is a humbug. A humbug!
Shame on him to say such things.
Oh, I don't know. I think he's quite a funny old fellow. It's true he could be a bit more pleasant, but I certainly will not hold that against him.
But Fred, you always said he was very rich. If that is so, why is he such an unpleasant, bitter old man? I don't understand it at all.
And what of it, my dear? Great wealth was of little use to him. It has not brought him a bit of contentment, nor has he used it to comfort others.
Well, I, for one, have no patience for him.
Nor have I, not a bit.
I agree.
Such an ill-tempered creature.
Mightily.
He takes the very last shilling from your pocket.
I do say that patience with him. In fact, I feel rather sorry for him.
Sorry? Why would you feel sorry?
I cannot be angry with him, for he is the one who suffers for it.
He suffers. With all that money, I would like to suffer like that.
Look around at all that he is losing out on. He refuses our invitations and misses out on a marvelous dinner, not to mention such marvelous dinner companions.
And marvelous wine.
Yes, I suppose you are correct.
Of course I am correct. Now he cannot find such wonderful company as Doc James now can.
I've never thought of it that way. It must be miserable.
Besides, I do like him, so I shall go invite him to every party we have year after year in the best Christmas spirit. And who knows, someday he may very well accept.
I say, that would be quite a sight seeing him here.
Quite a treat for the old miser, and for us.
I, for one, would highly doubt that he would ever come.
Oh, imagine old Scrooge making merry. I would expect more from the devil himself.
Such a person celebrating in his own unique way. How would you know how to party on this or any other day? Indulge himself at dinner with an extra spoon of gruel, while finding ways to raise more cash and work on being cruel. So
Now you must all guess, and you can only answer yes or no.
Is it an animal?
Yes.
Is it a cat?
No.
Is it a large animal?
Yes.
Is it a soft animal?
An elephant. It must be an elephant.
Must be an animal I don't know.
Oh, is it a friendly animal?
No.
Is it a disagreeable animal?
Yes, I should say so.
Does it live in London?
Yes.
A rat. A rat. No, a rat is small.
Does it live in a zoo?
No.
Does it growl?
Yes.
Is it a bear?
No.
Is it a frightening beast?
Yes, I believe it is.
I know. Is it your Uncle Scrooge?
Yes! And now that we've had such a wonderful time at his expense, let us raise our glasses and drink a toast to Uncle Scrooge.
Scrooge!
Hear, hear! He has refused my wishes in person, but he shall have them nevertheless. Merry Christmas, Uncle Scrooge, and a Happy New Year to you wherever you are. To Uncle Scrooge!
Well, the hour's getting a little bit late here. Think we should take our leave.
Yes, thank you for the lovely evening.
It's such a wonderful time.
We are delighted that you could come. We trust we'll see you around Christmas morning.
Oh, yes, indeed. Yes, yes.
Then I shall escort you out. I believe your coats are in the hall.
We must hurry, Mother. We want everything perfect before Father gets home.
Yes, dear, we shall be ready.
What a delicious smell we found outside the baker's, Mother. My mouth was watering still.
It's time for the large Christmas goose roast. Do you suppose we shall ever have a large Christmas goose, Mother?
And why would we need a large Christmas goose when what we have here is fit for the very Queen herself? Now help us with the table. Your father will be home soon with Tiny Tim. They are just a little later than usual.
Where's Martha? Shouldn't she be here yet?
Martha's running a little late too, I'm afraid. But don't you worry, she'll be home soon and we'll have all day to celebrate together.
Do you suppose Martha is lost?
No, I don't think she's lost.
Mother, do you think this is ready?
Why, Peter. That is the finest Christmas pudding there ever was. Your father will be so proud of you.
I'm here, Mother.
Martha! Martha!
What kept you so late, Martha?
Oh, we were very busy at the hat shop, I dare say. I thought we would never finish with the last-minute shoppers.
Oh, I think I hear Father and Tiny Tim coming now.
Good, we're almost ready.
Oh, Martha. Hi, and we shall play a trick on that.
Yes! Hi, Martha! Hi!
Oh, all right.
Merry Christmas, Father!
Yes, Merry Christmas.
We have the table ready, Father.
Isn't it pretty, Father?
And I've just finished with the pudding. Mother says it's perfect.
Everything looks simply marvelous. The Cratchit family has outdone themselves this year. But where is Martha? She ought to be home by now.
I'm sorry, Robert. Martha's not coming.
Martha's not coming! Martha's not coming!
Not coming on Christmas. I've never heard of such a thing.
Here he is, Father.
Oh,
We
Martha!
were only playing a joke on you.
Now we're all together, and we have all day to celebrate. Let us prepare for this marvelous feast.
And how is our Tiny Tim in church this morning?
As good as gold. Weren't you, my boy?
Well, I tried to be Father, even though it was hard to sit still for so long. But you know what, Mother?
Yes.
I like being in church, especially on Christmas, because I hope all people see me.
See you? Whatever do you mean, Tim?
Well, when they see someone like me, I hope it makes them think who let the blind man see and the cripples walk.
Yes, I do hope that makes them think.
And what I'm thinking now is, I can't wait a moment longer for this delicious meal. Mrs. Cratchit, there's magnificence in Paris, and I hear that there's pageantry in Rome. But of all the fancy Christmas celebrations, my favorite is right here in our home.
In our little holiday world, there is plenty for our boys and girls. Fun and laughter by the pound, lots of love to go around. In our little holiday world.
We may not have
possible.
Hear, hear!
To Mr. Scrooge, our benevolent benefactor.
To Mr. Scrooge, indeed. I'll not toast to him in this house.
My dear, we must remember, it is because of him that we have this marvelous feast.
Because of him, he is nothing but a mean, despicable old tyrant. I should tell him so myself if he were here.
But it's his money that pays for all of this.
Oh, it's your money, husband, and you worked for it.
Please, Emily, not in front of the children. It's Christmas Day.
Well, fine, so be it. I'll not toast to him.
Very well, then. A Merry Christmas to all who made our feast possible.
Merry Christmas!
And God bless us, everyone.
Tell me, Spirit, what is wrong with Tiny Tim?
He never was a very strong lad, and with the little money that Bob makes, there is seldom any money left over for a good doctor's care.
Oh, will Tiny Tim live?
I see a crutch without an owner leaning against the fireplace with an empty stool beside it. If things remain as they are, Tiny Tim shall die.
Oh, no, Spirit, he mustn't die. Is there nothing to be done?
Should he not die and reduce the surplus population? I believe those were your words, Scrooge.
Spirit, you are using my very own words against me. I did not mean it that way.
You only meant what? That you should be the one to decide who should live and who should die. What right have you to do so, man? Suppose someone should decide that your life was not worth living. What then?
Spirit, I would take those very words back if I could.
Behold! These are the doomed children of mankind. One is ignorance and the other want. These children are doomed because of your greed.
Is there no help for them?
Are there no prisons, no workhouses? Take heed, Scrooge, for those are the links that shall drag you down. Now farewell, for my time here has ended. Beware, Ebenezer! Beware!
Spirit, wait, there's more I must ask. The children, I did not mean for the children.
Children, we are hope, we are need. Listen to the children, we will go where you be. Listen to the children, tell us all that you know. Listen to the children, give us love. For we shall inherit
ghost of Christmas yet to come? Is it true that you will show me shadows of things in the future? You are a strange specter. Why is it I fear you more than the others, yet I know you've come to do me good? Will you not speak? Very well. Then lead on, for the night is waiting.
Well, it happened sometime last night, I suppose. No one really knows when or how he died. All I know is that he's finally dead.
What was the matter with him? Was he sick? I thought he would never die.
Who knows? Certainly nobody went to visit him.
Probably died of stinginess.
Wonder what he did with all his money.
He probably left it to his company. He didn't leave any of it to me, that's for sure. Probably found a way to take it with him.
That should make old Scratch happy.
I doubt the old miser could make anybody happy, even the devil himself.
Well, it's likely to be a cheap funeral. Are either of you attending?
We might go around for a bit, just in case they serve some food.
Jolly good point. That's probably the only reason anyone would go. He certainly had no friends, though I did tip my hat to him when I met him in the street.
Well, if you two wish to go, then I shall accompany you. It may prove interesting.
Oh no! No! I am here first. Don't you see? I'm first. She ain't getting ahead of me. Oh no! She's second. Now, just imagine us meeting here at the same time. Just like it was planned, ain't it? It ain't fair, I tell ya. You and me, we got here at the same time. You just barged right in.
Now, ladies. Good friend couldn't have planned this meeting better. You'll both get your money. That's a fact if you got anything good. You know I'm always a fair man.
They call him Joe. There's some things you ought to know. If you're fair with him, then he'll be fair with you. If you want to make a deal, show him something real appeal. Just loves to make a bargain or two. He loves to make a bargain or two.
I'm a businessman and I always have a plan. A streetwise master of the smell. I will see you get your price if your merchandise is right. But don't lie to me, I can always tell. Don't lie to me, cause I can always tell.
So come see Joe, bring your goods, you'll have a go. You got quality, I'll tell you if it's real. He's got money and I'll pay it, folks are dying every day. Take advantage, take the profit, make a deal. Take advantage, take the profit, make a deal.
Let's see what you got here.
Just so you know, I didn't get this bundle as no present. A body's got to take care of herself, especially when there's no one else to take care of her. You stole it! That's what you done! First chance you got! So what? It was me that scrubbed and cleaned up after himself, so I'm entitled to something. He never cared for no one. Besides, he ain't gonna miss it. And I'm the one that did all his laundry while he was living. Anyways, we ain't exactly gonna tell anybody now, are we?
No, indeed.
The way I see it, if he wanted his stuff taken care of when he was gone, he should have been a better man when he was living. Then maybe he wouldn't have died all alone like he done.
All right now, ladies, let's get down to business and act. Let's see what you got here. Yeah. Hey, quality stuff.
Oh, look all you want, Joe. I ain't going nowhere.
Looks to me like it's made out of silk.
Oh, Pity to bury a fine shirt like that, I says to myself, especially on an old man like him. So I took it off him and put on an old one.
You took it off a dead body?
Why not? He don't know. Besides, I figured for all the work I'd done for him, he owed it to me, the old skinflint. Maybe if he'd paid me a fair day's wage, I might have been more disposed to live in and rest in peace. That's funny! Rest in peace! More like the rest of us can rest in peace now that he's gone.
Well, here's what I'm paying you. Mind you, I'm always a little softer on the ladies.
Okay, Joe, it's my turn now. Here you go. Finest bed curtains you'll find in this neighborhood.
These bed curtains? You took them down with a lion right there?
That I did. I don't think he's gonna need him where he's going. It doesn't get very cold down there. You know what? He's gonna need a bucket of ice.
Well, here's your profit, and I get to make mine. Not a bad day's wages for a dead man.
Only profit anyone ever made off of him, that's for sure. Somewhere, I'm just wondering. Why, you come back here, you old hag? Which way did she go?
This dead man of whom they speak, is there anyone who feels any emotion for him?
Caroline! Caroline, I'm back!
Tom!
I'm back, Caroline!
Oh, Tom, have you seen him? Do you have news?
Yes, Caroline, I do have news, and it's quite startling for sure.
Are we ruined? Shall we lose our home? Oh, what about the family? How will we take care of them? Oh, what shall we do?
Hush, Caroline. There's hope.
That he has extended our loan? We're safe?
No, he's not extended a loan. It's even better than that.
Better? But how? Why?
He's dead. The old man is dead. That is why I could not get in to see him last week. He was not only ill, but dying. We're free, Caroline. Free!
There's the story of this morning, running through the streets like fire. No life, this man, it seems to me. What a shock! What a trauma! How delightful! How enlightening! For the light is only dawning in our for so long we've been dependent on this tyrant of the pound, and evil dark soul death with no heart. It's as if the Lord has lifted a new era come around, an unexpected chance for our new start. We are free from tyranny, found the rise for future possibilities. We are free to liberty.
slightest idea. But for now, we are safe. And one thing is certain. If someone does take over his business, well, they could never be as evil as he was. So come, let's find a family and celebrate. Yes.
Spirit, are you telling me people take pleasure in some poor soul's death? How can this be? Does not death bring sorrow? Is there no tenderness attached to death?
I saw that clerk from Uncle's office today. I thought he looked a bit down. When I asked him why, he told me about his boy.
Yes, I heard. Dead at such a young age. How terribly sad for the whole family.
I gave him my card and said we would be happy to be of service to him. I don't know what we can do for them. Perhaps give his elder son a better job.
You're so very kind of you, Frank.
Not at all, my dear. It is the least that we can do, especially what after Uncle had done from all of these years.
Still, it seems so unfair.
Life is seldom fair for everyone, Clara. But how lucky you and I have been to have one another. No money can buy our happiness. But please, let us go to dinner.
And they wrapped the newborn child in swaddling clothes.
Mother, are you all right?
Yes, of course, I'm fine. It's the sewing. It's beginning to hurt my eyes. Perhaps it's the light. If I close my eyes, I can see the way it used to be. I can see all that he meant to me in a way the others cannot see. If I close my eyes, if I close my ears, children's voices won't disturb my rest. I won't have to face the daunting quest when they tell me that they love me best. If I close my ears, if I close my heart, for a while the pain will stay away. Help me make it through a misty day. Keep the memories of love away. If I close my eyes, the dawn of romance sets me free. Welling up with so unhealing, they all depend on me to be there, strong and someone. But it's not fair. So I stop. And I close my eyes, just to see the way it used to be. I can feel all that he meant to me in a way the others cannot see. better now. It's just that working by this light weakens my eyes and makes them red.
Here, Mother. Have a cup of tea.
Thank you, Martha.
Father is very late, Mother, isn't he?
Yes, your father is past his time now. He walks much slower these days. Slower than he used to before.
Father walked much faster with Tiny Tim on his shoulders. Tiny Tim was so light to carry. He was almost no trouble carrying. I miss you so much, Mother.
I know you do, Sarah. We all do.
Father loved him so.
Father loves all of you children.
Hey, your father knows now.
Hush now, children. We mustn't make your father any sadder than he already is.
Good evening, my dears. Oh, Martha's here. Hello, Martha.
Good evening, Father. May I pour you a cup of tea?
Yes, I would welcome a warm cup of tea. There's quite a chill up at the,
Come sit down. Your master's so tired.
I've been to see him, Tim. I wish you all could have come with me. You would all like it there, and I think he would be happy to see where he is. The place is so peaceful, green. He's up on a hill, you see, and the hill looks down over a green lawn where there are children playing. You would have been able to watch them. But you shall be able to see it often. I promised him that we would walk there on Sundays. He was such a good and patient child.
Please don't be sad, Father. Tim is gone, but we are all still here.
Yes, yes you are, my son, and I'm grateful to have all of you. But someday, Master Peter, you will find a position, and then perhaps you'll find a bride, eh? And then you'll leave and start a family of your own.
Get along with you, not I.
Ah, but you're already on your way. Mr. Scrooge's nephew has offered you a position in his family, in his company. What do you think of that?
How kind of him.
Still, I shall never leave you.
You will all leave here someday, but it will be for joyous reasons.
And we still have plenty of time together.
And we shall never forget Tiny Tim.
No, we shall not. Never.
And we shall always think twice about Tim before we quarrel among us.
Yes, we shall.
Then I should be very happy.
So let's have a toast to Christmas and to family, and treasure every moment that we share. As we gaze around the faces at our table, we know that such good fortune is quite rare.
Spirit, please. Your time with me must be almost finished. I beg of you, tell me. Are these all the things that will be? Or are they shadows of things that can be changed? You must tell me, Spirit, I must know. Is it in my power to change them? Can I still change my life and theirs? I must have an answer! Spirit, why do you point that way? I beg of you, tell me, who was that dead man that they scorned? Who was he? What has he done to be hated so? just tell me I'm afraid, Spirit? Ebenezer Scrooge! I was the man! Oh, tell me it isn't so! Tell me I can change these things! Tell me I am not the man I was! Please believe me, I have learned so many things! I will honor the spirit of Christmas in the past, the present, and the future! I will keep that spirit alive all year long! Oh, please! I beg of you! Oh, change spirit, I will honor Christmas, I shall. Where am I? It's my own room! My very own room! I'm alive! Jacob, I'm alive! Tell me, Jacob, is it still Christmas?
Am I wearing long ears and a little white tail? Of course it is.
Then I haven't missed it! The spirits have done it all in one night! Well, of course they can. And the shadows can be changed. And they will be, Jacob. They will be! This is the new Ebenezer that you're seeing. I take the old Scrooge and send him on his way. From this point on, I'm a renovated being. A different way of life begins right now today. When I was just a boy, I thought I learned the right way. That life is meaningless without a hefty balance in the bank. The spirit showed that debt is not just money to pay. And all my greed and meanness almost put my life right in the tank. This is the new Ebenezer that you're seeing. I take the old Scrooge and send him on his way. From this point on, I'm a renovated being. A different way of life begins right now today. To think I missed so many good things on life's highway. How could my eyes have been so shut, ignoring what there was to see? But they're wide open now, and I can do it my way. I only hope it's not too late for folks who like the brand new. This is the new Ebenezer that you'll see. I take the old Scrooge and send him on his way. From this point on, I'm a renovated being. A different way of life begins right now today.
I never had a harder job when I was living. You did not make it very easy for me to get this one done. Now I can drop the heavy wardrobe and this ghost thing. Find a cloud to settle down on and watch the new Scrooge have some fun.
This is the new Ebenezer that you're seeing. I take the old Scrooge, send him on his way. From this point
have your nightshirt on. Put some decent clothes on. It's winter out there, man.
Yes, yes, of course. I must have clothes. Oh, thank you, Jacob. And thank the spirits for everything. Oh, clothes, clothes, clothes.
Ah, Christmas morning. I can smell it in the air. Turkeys roasting in the ovens. Bakeries turning out fresh bread. Hot pies cooling in the windows. Ah, this is my favorite part about Christmas. What about you, Fred? What's your favorite part?
What do I think the best part about Christmas is? Well, I suppose I should say it's the feeling the season brings. Good cheer, good fun, and always good company, of course.
Yes, I suppose you are correct. But you mustn't forget the singing and the dancing.
I suppose.
And the decorations in the shops, and the toys in the windows.
Yes, and the Christmas pudding.
Bells ringing.
Choirs singing.
Families praying.
Children laughing.
But Fred, if you had to pick the best part about Christmas, which would you choose?
That is a sticky one. Why, good morning, Tom and Caroline.
Good morning. You two are up and about early. Carolyn and I had a charming visit with you last night.
Yes, thank you so much for inviting us.
Oh, we're delighted that you come.
Yes, but now on to a more important subject. Claire and I have been discussing what is the best thing about Christmas.
That is an interesting question indeed.
Well, I'll tell you what I think. The best thing about Christmas is the cooking, baking, and treats. The pastries and the puddings, all the special things to eat.
Baked bread, apple pie, turkey, stuffing, and ham.
Cheese tarts, my oh my, mashed potatoes and yams.
The best thing about Christmas is the snow and sleds and ice.
I learned to skate on New Year's Day and only fell down twice.
Blue flowers, frozen pink, running pieces of bread. Snow sliding can't be beat. Ask our neighbor Fred.
The best thing about Christmas is the ornaments and lights. Walking round the villages to see the pretty sights. Candles, evergreens, fireplace and walls. Stockings, candy canes covering the walls. The best thing about Christmas is the family and friends. Staying up till late at night and hope it never ends. Cousins from far away, sharing meals and fun. Laughing on Christmas Day till vacation's done. The best thing about Christmas is the tale of two boys' birth. That shining star away up high to show the folks on earth. Shepherds, royalty, meet there in the hay. Their tales helped us midway to Christmas Day. Pardon us for being rude, we think you missed the boat. The part of Christmas Eve that keeps the hopes of kids afloat. Large guy, bright red clothes, big full bag he lives. Full of importance of the loot, the presents, the gifts. We all agree that Christmas is our favorite holiday. The food may go, but memories will not be taken away. All through the brand new year, thoughts of holiday fun. Let's begin it now. Merry Christmas, everyone.
You there, young man!
Yes, sir. Are you talking to me, sir?
Indeed I am. You know what today is?
Why, it's Christmas Day, sir.
Indeed it is, indeed it is. Do you know the shop around the corner that has the prize turkey hanging in the window?
The turkey's bringing me, sir.
Yes, I believe that would be the one. Brilliant boy, a remarkable boy. Do you know if it's still hanging there?
Yes, sir. I just saw it this morning.
Oh, here boy, take this money and fetch the bird.
Shall I bring it back?
Oh, no. You want to take it to Bob Cratchit's house, and you shan't tell him who sent it. And here, it is quite a cold morning, and that bird may be much too heavy for you to carry. Take a cab, and here's something for your trouble.
Why, sir? This is awfully a lot of money.
You think so, do you? Well, how about this? Have some more! Now hurry, lad. And remember, not a word to them of where it came from. And Merry Christmas. You are a fine young man.
Thank you, sir. And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Good morning, my friend!
Mr. Scrooge, isn't it, from Scrooge and Marley? We're sorry if we interrupted you at your office the other day.
Nonsense, my dear friend. Stop by for a chat anytime you please. It'll be a pleasure to have your company.
I beg your pardon. I don't think I quite heard what you said.
As a matter of fact, come in first thing tomorrow, and I shall write a check for your charity. It's a fine job you're doing, a fine job. I shall give you
That much? No one's ever given us that much before.
No, wait. On second thought,
I thought as much.
I shall double that amount.
Mr. Scrooge, are you feeling all right?
Why, of course I am. As a matter of fact, I've never felt better in my life. Merry Christmas!
Thank you very much.
We don't know what to say.
Why, just say Merry Christmas, of course.
Oh, yeah, Merry Christmas, of course.
And Happy New Year.
Till tomorrow, then.
Till tomorrow.
Merry Christmas. Good morning, ladies!
Be careful. He's off his head.
You are both looking charming today.
Oh, he's off his edge for sure.
Merry Christmas to you. And may I compliment you ladies on the fine way that you've served me all these years.
Oh, he's staffed all right. Not even last year's cuckoo clock, he is.
Since it is Christmas, I must reward you for your loyalty and efforts. And come in tomorrow, and I shall pay you the back wages I most surely owe.
Oh!
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Fenton, wait!
Mr. Scrooge, if it's about the loan I owe you.
Yes, it is.
It's Christmas. You promised me more time.
I have changed my mind.
But Mr. Scrooge, you promised me 3 more days.
You may not have 3 more days, not even 1 more day, not even an extra hour.
But Mr. Scrooge, Tom or Mr. Hardy, his father's been very ill. You know, we have a very large family to take care of.
That is indeed a very sad story, madam. So sad that you'll probably be needing more money soon. And so, you may not have any more time, since you owe me nothing! I've canceled all your debts to Scrooge and Marley's. As a matter of fact, I'm going to cancel everyone's debts. No one owes me a shilling! And my friend, come in tomorrow. I shall see that you get a tidy sum to help get your father well. Merry Christmas. Merry
Uncle Scrooge, is it truly you out and about on Christmas morning? What a pleasant surprise!
Yes, friend, Merry Christmas. And may I have the pleasure of being introduced to this lovely creature by your side?
Yes, this lovely creature is my wife, Sarah. Sarah, meet my uncle, Ebenezer Scrooge. Charles.
Uncle Ebenezer, how delightful to meet you. He speaks of you quite often.
Oh, he has he? With little affection, I am sure, but no matter. I deserve little affection.
On the contrary, Uncle Scrooge, he speaks of you with great love.
Fred, I can see why you've fallen for this girl. Tell me, is that invitation to Christmas dinner still available?
Why, Uncle, of course it is. We shall be eating dinner at 3 o'clock sharp. May we expect?
Yes, you may. If you can find it in your heart to forgive a very old fool for all the years I've wasted already.
There is nothing to forgive. 3 o'clock it shall be. 3 o'clock.
We all agree that Christmas is our favorite holiday. The food may go, but memories will not be taken away. All through the brand new year, lots of holiday fun. Let's begin it now. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Jacob,
I must thank you. You saved me. I've never felt this way before. I was light as a feather.
After all that food you ate yesterday, I can't imagine you being light as a feather.
I shall be grateful to you forever.
And well, you should be. You have any idea how hard this job was? You don't have the slightest idea of what you were really like. You know how stingy, how miserly, how greedy, how obnoxious, how...
Yes. There's no need to go on so. Let's let bygones be bygones. No more living in the past. I will have no chains. And speaking of chains, neither do you. Where are they?
Well, you didn't think I'd take this job for nothing, did you? No more chains for you meant no more chains for me.
I think I hear Cratchit. He's late. I give him a day off, and what does he do but take advantage of my goodwill? I shall deal with him. Yes.
Oh, Mr. Scrooge. I am sorry. I intended to come in early. My apologies. I shall stay later this evening and come in first thing tomorrow morning.
No! You may not stay later. You will never stay later again, nor come in early. There are going to be some big changes around here, Cratchit, and they involve your job.
My job? Oh, surely, Mr. Scrooge, you wouldn't.
That's right. From now on, you will work 2 hours less.
2 hours less? My salary?
And I'm going to double your salary.
Double my salary? Mr. Scrooge, I don't understand.
My boy, Merry Christmas! You need more time helping that wonderful family of yours, and we shall find the finest doctors for Tiny Tim. And by the way, did you enjoy your Christmas turkey?
Turkey? You? Mr. Scrooge, I don't know what to say.
I say nothing. I say nothing at all. Just put some more coal on that fire. How does a man live in this cold?
Yes, sir, I will.
And Bob.
Yes, Mr. Scrooge.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Scrooge.
And so you have it. Scrooge kept his word and was as good a man as ever was. He kept the spirit of Christmas alive throughout the year. He was like a second father to the Cratchit children. And Tiny Tim, well, Scrooge found him the best doctors in London, and Tim lived a long, happy life. Life was grand, and Scrooge never forgot what the spirits, and myself, if you don't mind my saying so, taught him. And he always kept Tiny Tim's words alive in his heart.
God bless us, everyone.